You have studied what is gravitation, gravitational force, gravity. You have also studied Newton's law of gravitation. That is, every body of this universe attract other bodies with a force. That force is known as gravitational force, and gravitational force is directly proportional to product of the masses of the bodies and inversely proportional to square of the distance between them. F equals to G into M1 into M2 by R square. You have done some numericals. I expect you have done some numericals. I advised you to do more numericals. Now it's time to study free fall. Suppose when we throw a body upward, it again comes downward. When we throw a body upwards, it goes to a certain height and again comes back to the surface of the earth. Why? This is called free fall. When a body falls due to the gravity of the earth, it is known as free fall. See, there is an experiment, guinea and feather experiment of Galileo. Guinea and feather experiment of Galileo. Galileo dropped guinea, a coin, and a feather of a bird, a small feather, from the same height simultaneously in open air. He found that the guinea, the coin, struck the ground first, and the feather strikes later on. But later on, he did the activity in a closed glass tube. He made the coin and feather to fall in a closed vacuum glass tube, in which the glass tube in which there is no air. Then he found that both the guinea and feather fell and took equal time. They struck the surface of the earth simultaneously. What does this prove? This proves that the acceleration due to gravity, the acceleration produced due to gravity of the earth is called acceleration due to gravity, and acceleration due to gravity is independent of the mass of the bodies. It doesn't depend on the mass of the body. Whether the body is greater or less, it doesn't depend on the mass of the body. That's all for today. You have understood what is free fall. When a body falls due to the gravity of the earth, it is known as free fall. And the acceleration produced in a free falling body due to the gravity of the earth is known as acceleration due to gravity. It is denoted by a small g. And in Guinea and feather experiment of Galileo, you observed that the acceleration due to gravity is independent of the mass of the bodies. The mass of Guinea is greater, maximum, and the mass of feather is less. But in a vacuum glass tube, both fall simultaneously. This proves that the acceleration due to gravity is independent of mass of the body. This proves experimentally. Now I am going to prove mathematically that small g, acceleration due to gravity, is independent of the mass of the body. Now see, as per Newton's law of gravitation, we have F equals to g into m by r square. Here g is gravitational constant, you know, its value is 6.67 Newton meter square per kg square. Capital M means mass of the earth, small m means mass of the body, r means radius of the earth. Now, what is weight? You have studied in lower classes, weight is the force. What is weight? Weight is the force by which the earth attracts a body towards its center. Weight is the force. So I can write instead of F, W, weight of the body. W equals to m into m by r square. And you know, force equals to mass into acceleration. From Newton's second law of motion, we have derived F equals to ma. So here m means mass of the body, a means acceleration due to gravity, that is g, and g equals to g into m by r square. M cancelled, therefore g equals to g into m by r square. This is the value of acceleration due to gravity. And here we noticed that this acceleration due to gravity is independent of the mass of the body. Mathematically, I have proved that acceleration due to gravity is independent of mass of the body. Previously, I have proved experimentally, as per Guinea and feather experiment of Galileo, that acceleration due to gravity is independent of mass of the body. That's all for today.